Tuai Ding, Class 12 Political Science Subject, Chapter 2, The End of Bipolarity. E-learning objective te bang hi hiam chi en masadinga. Soviet system chi bang system hi hiam. Gorbachev kwa hi a bang banga Soviet Union apulok na dia panhon la hiam chi en su non dinga. Bang jaka Soviet Union puksya hiam. Next, consequences of disintegration. Shock therapy bang hi hiam chi en su non dia. Next, consequences of shock therapy. Tensions and conflicts. Buana tuam omte India le post-communist countries take up na and home ding dani. Chapter 1, the Cold War era superpower country ni USA to USSR lamchi tuam market compete na u in and home hintawa. Tuna Chapter 2, superpower country khat USSR hon puksya to kitonin bipolarity hon be ahi chi and home non ding. What was the Soviet system? Ama sa penina bangtita na Soviet Union hongom hiam ichile 1917 kumina Russia ki phinna socialist revolution kichi socialism dan pansana ki vai hom na de na zia ka ki phinna hongomina wai zo ina Union of Soviet Socialist Republics USSR chi hom piang hia hi igen taksama bangina heya ki phintu te they were inspired by the ideals of socialism which opposed to capitalism and egalitarian society, which means based on the principle that all people are equal and deserve equal rights and opportunities. Features of Soviet system. Soviet system chi penin bangdan juya ki vai puwa ku hiam chi in non le. Khanna state pen amasali apoi mo pen or highest authority akoi unjen. Ni na politics via party khatcha omina waitu communist party. Party dang him omphallo. Athum na agam economy in terms of production and consumption of goods and services there teng kha state government in planning and kaida na hi achile tu private ownership omlo chi na hi bangjaka hi Soviet system ki chipen second world war zo a great power hi kele superpower chi thia hongom hiam chi an non dinga hoi hun laina Soviet Union ti economy kha United States chi losia gamdang ting sanga hoi zo ina communication network thukizak to na hi in transport hi in abang hitale asing tangdon pen te tanto kizop na hoi tak nei unchen agamma mawa industry hoi tak apoi mo te u anieu pen apan alian pen tan produce khe thei unchen a government unle minaw tang te haksan na adon jang khai chi adinguna panpi na chi tuam health education child care le khotang hoi jok na siam dinga scheme tuam mi pi te kenga ana pezial unchen agamwa sep na nei lo omlo le ki chin ownership lama a state kha a dominant form of ownership ahi industry hi in farm hitale state in ka in thune khum chi na hi socialist bloc eastern alliance le ki chi while member countries te bangchidana USSR noya hongomu hiam ichile Soviet army ten East European countries bangza hiam faces first aikile dictatorship or authoritarian vai homna noya an omti so atak na avamu sak hun wapan hiai East European gamte kha USSR noya hongki pelhutu ahi huchi na political and economic system te teng USSR te zui socialism dan honjui ngal unchen hiai socialist ahi kele Eastern Alliance kichi USSR noi ateng kha second world countries or socialist bloc hongkitia hi Gorbachev and the disintegration Soviet Union in administration lama haksan na hon tuak tawin mi PTL government tunga lungkim lok na ten neina Soviet Union in puglam hon mano in huchi hunlaina Gorbachev kichi hongkilanga ama ahi le General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union in 1985 ahi amana Soviet system pu ditin muna ompen reform thak lungulina panhon la hi achile bangchidana Soviet system pen reform de hiam ichile USSR pen information and technology lama western countries ahi kele USA te to kikima akhan tok nadi poimo sa a economic hi in politics lam hitale aki reform thak ding democratic principles te zui ding mipi te voice lag ding chi ti amag de dana hi Ama reformation system pen perestroika which means restructuring and glasnost meaning openness le chitia hoitu government le mipite ki kala le transparency omding chi de na hi Tuna bangjaka Soviet Union puksha hiam chi aban banin endinga. Khatna internal weaknesses of Soviet political and economic institutions. Soviet government sung mama le buaina omina vai hom dutien full power toin amau de dan dana thilhi in. Mi pite poimo le kulte sukbuting saklo hi. Mi pite nel si a omina ahak sakna te ule ade dan te u gen khe thailo in amwa. A economy ule se ina tanglo le khangla khangto lo a kumtam tak om yakin nile ta khi in khosakna lama hak sakna tampi te tuakina amuhi. Ni na a Soviet Union in asumu tam takte nuclear bol na dingbang asepai te le galvan te develop na dingbang in anazanga hoibana satellite states kichi gambang za hiam Soviet Union join te develop na dingbang in anazang hi hoi ina economy lama puagi lian pi gwana minaw tangtian haksan na kom kala western countries te economic khanto dan te thei siam siamun government tunga lungkim lokna hongpung sakhia hi thumna a Soviet Union pen agam ki vai hom na lama khanto na omlowina a omngi in oma huchi in kumsom sagi wal lambang agama vai ana hom communist party pen mipiti ading in kingak na tham ching non lowina administration lamla kenyam neguk taguk na lawang achil bol khel teula boldik thi didin muna omnon lo azunga pat kal khia ka ki pat thak hongai ta government hil hi in ki vai po na dan tia transparency omding de ilawuna government sunga tanmun neiten ade dan danwa vai homin hamphat na minaw tangte sangin nejogi ge in amuhi lina a the rise of nationalism and the desire for sovereignty Soviet Union sunga gam tuam ti apan gamin na le mani a ki vai hom na de ina lungsim mitam tak ti apan hon potina Russia le Baltic republics kiti Estonia Latvia Lithuania Ukraine Georgia ichitia kiphin na hong ki panina Soviet Union sung mama ale internal struggle oma hi chi mu thei nongom hi Soviet Union ichi gam tuam ki gom khom chile satuam tondan tuam ahi na a etkol nalam honghak sa ina midaw tangtian le Central Asian apan nolhin le koi tuamin omin kingai hi tuna Soviet Union pukshan na in banghon tun hiam consequence of disintegration or effect of disintegration of USSR and Homni khatna a end of Cold War confrontations superpower country ni omnalaka khat ahon puksia letu ki compete wa di omnon lo ahimaya ti letu ideological conflicts arms race ichite omnon lowin Cold War lebe china hon suaka hi ni na a power relations in world politics change ni danga Cold War hunlaya superpower gamni in gam tuam te thuzo a rule khumu ahong hinon lowin superpower omlai pen USA in vai hon hom ding hiam ahi keile gam tuam ten international politics via vai hom na lian takhon nei ding hiam chi hon suak hi thumna the emergence of many new nations or many new countries Soviet Union apuk sa to kitonina idang laya gam tuam Soviet Union noya na omten independent hon nga in gam thak ki vai hom na thak to gam tam pi bang hon piang hiaw hi shock therapy in post communist regimes Soviet Union ahon puksia jo ina nidanga anazu authoritarian socialist system apa democratic capitalist system inhong ki hiekwa wagi hiekna process pen kha shock therapy ki chia hi heya enle a painful process of transition from an authoritarian socialist system to a democratic capitalist system in Russia, Central Asia, and East Europe that was influenced by the World Bank and IMF came to be known as shock therapy. Achile shock therapy consequence bang hiding idang laina private ownership pen oppose un state owns property anazui pen tu tua honkile abulin private ownership pen a dominant pattern of ownership honswakina industry tam takte state in ana control te puksia in mi malkhuta tampi takte kiman chikin zuak khiat in hongom hi Russia sum rabul kichi a value keniamina vanman te pungbana government in mipite kyanga panpina anapiak sate alakhya to kitonina mipi tam takte ya dina haksat na le zon na tun hi tensions and conflicts huchi komkala nidanga Soviet Union noya gam kiloi khom tam takte na boina tuak to unchen civil war ichi bang insurgencies ichi bang kilchi a anatuak to hi aban ban in su non le Russia republic ni Chenial disaster politics via Russian waya omnon loading China hiamgam takin ki phin na neiwa huchi in independent dia ki phin te dalzo lawi Central Asia le buaina muntuam tuama ama Tajikistan witnessed civil war which lasted for 10 years, that is till 2001. Azerbaijan province of Nagorno-Karabakh Heya le local Armenians bangza hiamin Armenia joinuamin ki phinna neiwa Georgia le demand for independence from two provinces which led to civil war. There were movements against the existing regimes in Ukraine, Kyrgyzstan and Georgia. Countries and provinces were fighting over river waters. All this has led to instability, making life difficult for ordinary citizens. Central Asian republics Hegemony areas with vast hydrocarbon resources in oil, petroleum chi te tamna gam hi unchen gamdang te le oil companies tom te adia competition zone hon swaki et sakna ding ina USN bang military base dia he region an dei pa in Russia tian la he region te Russian influence nanwaya om ding chi de unchen China tian le he oil resources te ja ka he gam region a lunglut na hon nei ngalu hi achi le Eastern Europe tia bangbang boina tung hiam Czechoslovakia ni in khenin Czechoslovak. The most severe conflict took place in the Balkan republics of Yugoslavia. Cum 1991 zo ina Yugoslavia broke apart with several provinces like Croatia, Slovenia and Bosnia and Herzegovina declaring independence. Here khen jang na pen serf namtian deilowa non-serf Bosnians te la tampi tak tha inangwa muhi. India le post-communist countries te kizopna en non ni. India in post-communist countries te to kizopna hoi tak bol veka himale Russia to akizopna pianu tu hoi pian hilai dana hi. India in Russia to kizopna hoi tak abol pian India adinga foreign policy lampanga mawangna le phatwampi mama dana hi. It have been said that Indian heroes from Raj Kapoor to Amitabh Bachchan are household names in Russia and many post-Soviet countries. And one can hear Hindi film songs all over the regions. Kiti jazian hi. Here to India to Russia kizopna u ahoy dan gen na dana hi. Multipolar world order. Russia and India share a vision of a multipolar world order. Achi le yai banggen na. Lamji tuam tuama India to Russia te pangkhoma kalkhat swan khop the na dinga panala khomu. Why to coexistence of several powers in the international system. Collective security, greater regionalism, negotiated settlements of international conflicts, an independent foreign policy for all countries, and decision-making through bodies like the UN that should be strengthened, democratized, and empowered. And more than 80 bilateral agreements have been signed between India and Russia. India tiana Kashmir issue bang, energy supply, terrorism, space industry, oil, scientific projects tom te khonga phattom pi ina apoi mo bang banga cases to azelu chi dinga hi. Chapter 2 a topic bangza hiam tom chik ka iet khop the hi tenga hi. Toyet khom dingu class 12 political science subject chapter 3 US hegemony in world politics. Chapter 2 superpower country khat USSR apuk sha nungina hei khovel superpower country khat kia umta why to USA hi. Here chapter 3 US ten khovel politics via gamdang ti a dominate dan le amau kia superpower gam a hi u chi en khom dingi ama sa penina e-learning objective te en khomle hegemony bangchi na hi hiam the first Gulf War to en khom dia Clinton US president hi sunga bangthil te tung hiam chi en khom dia 9/11 ichi banggen na hi hiam the Iraq invasion hegemony is hard power structural power le soft power ichi te banggen na hi hiam America te power constraint or restrictions om theding hiam chi India le US relations dinga how can hegemony be overcome chi en khom dia waya azoding hi hegemony ichi bang hi hiam hegemony ichi leadership le akichi theya a meaning khaya is a pentak to US te power military vahi in economic vahi in politics le cultural superiority midang gamdang te sanga heya igen te teng lama tungnung jok na le adang te sanga hard zo in adang te dominate na pen gen na hi Here USA te single superpower ahi na hun sung penu unipolar system le kechia wayom dan takbel international system dominated by a sole superpower or hyperpower. Achi iletu hegemony means an international system with only one center of power, that is the USA. The first Gulf War. Here first Gulf War pen scan August 1990 le 28 February 1991 ki kalsunga thiltunga hiya. 1990 kumina Iraq tian Kuwait gam wasimun chen huchi in gam makai te zanga ki holem na saksom ma leu pantela ma leu lo samun chen United Nations hongki panin Kuwait gampen Iraq te thunwaya pansu atak saksomina khagum zangin USA te maka in gam tuam to panghomin panhon lau hi he hun la in US President George H.W. Bush ahia aman US te power solidan khatin anazanga waitu dencha yen khom dia he ya sepai gam som thumle lia pan pai khom sepai lakgu singuk ten Iraq te bewa huchi in Kuwait pen Iraq te thunwaya pan swatak sakin hongom hi he ya coalition force ichi pen gam tuam toma pan sepai ki gom khom chi na hi he boina pen kha first Gulf War hongchi in US in operation code name in operation desert storm chi min wa hi he first Gulf War hi kele operation desert storm pen US in overpower khuma hi dan poini in enle khanna Norman Swarkov hi coalition force te makai tu kha American general hinchen nina a coalition force te atamzo that is 75% te kha US apan ahi wi he hun laya Iraq president Saddam Hussein gal thulama kimwang ma mi khat ahi achi le yai first Gulf War in nidanga ina the het lo banghil te the na hon pe hiya mi chi le technology lama USA te khanto dan gamdang te to iti le ki hian na lian tak ne a hi dan imu theya USA te na smart bombs azat penun mitam takten computer war ai kele video game war bang ana chi zajen hi the Clinton years 1992 kumina Democratic Party apan William Jefferson Bill Clinton in US president din mun hon lena 1996 general election ina vote chingin hongom noni chiletu kumgyat sung akizoma US president hi na len chi na hi amalal sungina he tended to focus more on soft issues rather than hard politics achile soft issues te bang hi hiam democratic promotion to promote democracy around the world climate change environmental issues le world trade economic system lamp pi bola hi Operation Infinite Reach 1998 kumina terrorist group Al-Qaeda ten Nairobi Kenya Dar es Salaam Tanzania UST embassies waluun bom avakhya khumna penu UST lungkim laun revenge langa dana Al-Qaeda terrorist adia kasutan Afghanistan umte missile janga av attack na penu Operation Infinite Reach kichi ahi 9/11 ichi pen 11 September 2001 US gama thiltung American commercial aircraft li Arab gama kipan helpol misom lekwatian hijack unchen America gamsunga building poimo tak takte apur sia khunu pen kha 9/11 hongkichi hi airliner ni ina north and south towers of World Trade Center New York pusia in athumna penin Pentagon building in Arlington Virginia US Defense Department headquarter fort na penina Capitol building of US Congress Pennsylvania pusia hi 9 pen September kha hiya 11 pen adet ani ahi y2 9/11 achi le hi 9/11 incident outcome bang hi hiam US a building point mo tak takte hi share hi bana mitam takten ahin na u anata no hi hi 9/11 attack kha idanga America a thiltung hwai tak tak ni to ana compare un khatpen British burning of Washington DC in 1814 a khatpen Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 hilale hi 9/11 pen kha the most severe attack on US soil since the founding of the country in 1776 kitia hi US response to 9/11 Operation Enduring Freedom US President George W. Bush in 9/11 incident tungtanga ak involve khape mate matkhyak na dinga poimo saina Operation Honbola why Operation Pen Operation Enduring Freedom hongkichia hi gamtom ma ami madite uwazong khomwa khen khan ngelbang mata omna pian nagam government thei pi lo in vamanwa amat khen khat teu Guantanamo Bay US Navy base in Cuba aton pi hi Waimuna prisoners did not enjoy the protection of international law Hoibana UN representative te nangon le prisoners te tokimu phallo hi The Iraq invasion 19 March 2003 ina US invaded Iraq under the code name Operation Iraqi Freedom he operation a US te gamdang somli walina kitho api hi achi le bangjaka US ten Iraq invade hiam official taka I thei dan into Iraq in Galvan Lawai weapons of mass destruction WMD kichi develop hi china waipen suktopna dinga US in operation avabol chi dana hiya ai jakina hebang Galvan Lawai WMD kichi mukhya kinam lawa huchi ina US ten objective hiakwa Iraq gam hausang na a oil fields teu control ding in hong kisan onu hi hai pen kha atup guk tak penule ana hi khamo lo ding hi achi le hi operation Iraqi freedom outcome bang hi hiam Iraq minaw tang sing nawal ten hinna tanu hi US ten na atup penu mulawin lo samwa ase paiteu tampi in hinna u anatan zo ongma jakun the invasion of Iraq was in some crucial respects both a military and political failure kichi hi US te ha na pen chithumin khen thea hegemony as hard power structural power le soft power aban ban in sukni khanna hegemony as hard power he pena hi le sepai le galwan tungtona US ten power ani nau gamdang te sanga atungnung zong na penu genna hi he enle gamdang hi ina organization hitale US te military power to kimir sthai dingomlo hoibana US ten sepai hi in galvan lam hitale a develop na dingina panna satakin lawi galvan develop na dia asian tingtengu gamdang soblani ten amau galvan develop na dia asian te ukigom home sangin le tangzo kichi hi avan nei ja kya hilowina qualitative gap avan hoidan ale gamdang tia sangin hoi so hi nina hegemony is structural power he pen kha wealth natural resources and infrastructure economic lamthila US in gamdang te a dominate dan gen na hi United States in world economy build up na dingina amadok penin pan analama sagigia esa na dingina silence of communication slogs kichi bang internet ichi bang le USA military research project outcome ana hidana hi world economy etina USA share kha 24% tungin chen world economy sector tom te yet le American farming top 3 list alo alo na omlo chi dana hi athumna hegemony as soft power help cultural or ideological strength or influence ahi US culture in gamdang ti a influence zo dan ahi kile lifestyle hi ina ingai to na teu a influence zo dan gen na hi etsa ding ina gamjong ma tena angai sang penu le et penu US ahi iki dress dan ke hilawina ithil nek dan ti the Pepsi culture fast food culture jeans culture ichi te bangle American influence anai dan hi constraints or restrictions on American power bangchi bangina US hegemony akshu daw theidia ai kile akidal theiding hiam chen khomle khanna American system of government here pen kha federal system 3 branches of government tungtona US hiam gamna ichi hiam athune na u sukdaw thina ding oma why to legislative executive le judiciary te kithutua kele u esang ding ina law making body legislative in law bol male asiam so atu ding executive in siam so ut kele US awud dandana gamdang te tunga gamtang thailo ding chia hi nina means of mass communication European open nature of American society esang ding ina American mass media ti mipil misyam bangza yam tian American government te political issue te bang gamdang te tunga gamtan dan te ubang diklo de wa gamtan na te u kha he ina mipi te aware sak le u mass movement in jui thai bana pressure groups khoi takin US government decision le policy te influence thai ding ngai to ahi thumna members of the NATO heyom dan takbel NATO member countries te pangkhomin US til hi te oppose le u US te gamtat dan le gamtan na te moderate sak thei dingu chi a hi NATO member countries te US noya US adinga le kampoi mo ma te economy vai in politics vai hitale athanga na gamte hi jaka US in he NATO members gamte thu nel sia mai thei lo ding chi na hi tuna India in US to bangchi banga kizopna le kitanaw na nei hiam chi in khom non dinga technology lama yelle kizopna hoi tak mu the inoma hoi bana India tol suang mi America va kosa semna zia khia ma va omte pan lockdown te ale US to India in kizopna hoi tak ne hi chi mu the hi heya enle the US observe about 65% of India's total export in the software sector. Boeing, world's largest aerospace company, US technical staff same 35% bang Indian origin is holding down. Silicon Valley, California, US ya India mi lak thumbang na siya omin 15% of all high-tech startups are by Indian Americans. Achile bangchi bang relationship India in US to naile chinga idan tuam taw ama group khat ina India in US to kisop na top san hen la US gamtan na tia avanung thuap sangin India ha na jingle khantok na ding gelin ma sonjole chinga idan neiwa group ni na tiena India in US to kisop na hoitaka ane na penu advantage in la hen la India adia hoi jok sem na ai khile ha jok sem ding ina panmun bolle chi dei wi group thum na tiena India ichi gam khangtong ma khat a hi na gamdang bangza hiam to pangkhom le u US te sanga le ha ja thedi din muna om the a hi chinga dan nei wi atop na pending ina how can US hegemony be overcome ama se penina I thei ding tu amok amaya US hegemony overcome the hi lo ding hi a hi izakina lampi thumama khanna a Benugan strategy heyom dan takbel US te gamtan na dodal mailawa nungthuap ding eya da hoi punna di anazong khiat jel ding chi ahi why to extract benefits by operating within the hegemonic system ni na height strategy heyom dan tak tu US apan gamla thei to pa om ding support lo ding e ma khwal ding chi ahi it implies staying as far removed from the dominant power as possible thumna non-governmental organization social movements le public opinion tian panhoi taka hon lau hen la US hegemony overcome the dan om ding chi dan hi esangna media bang ai kele intellectuals artists writers ichi tian US policy te gen seu hen la adik lo na te u anakal ge leu America mi pi te ma tole pangkhoma US gamtan na thune inna te sukyam ahi kele sukbe thei ding hi chi mi tam tak te ngai dan hi tu nia sin lai at home de in a gel yai tan hi